I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawaski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawaski. And Jay, I think you can definitely tell by looking at your face and also by my activities today that we are firmly in spring at the moment now. Finally, it feels that way because your face is red, presumably from being outside for softball-related activities. And for me, I mowed the lawn for the first time of the season today.
I don't know why my face is red. I have been outside a little bit, but not a ton. But so I got a new phone. We were talking about this before the show.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new iPhone 16 because my Verizon was like, hey, upgrade your phone. It's free. I'm like, okay. And actually made my bill cheaper. So if you have an iPhone from Verizon and you want to trade up, it might be going in there. Worth seeing. I'm saving $3 a month and I got a new phone. Anyway, it has this thing where it can generate emojis based on photos.
Oh, that's cool.
So I made one of Addie playing softball. It's kind of creepy how accurate it is. Made one of Hope. And then mine, it's this big round head with big red face. I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
This is scarily accurate.
See, that's
I'm not a big fan of this.
See, that's a step further than me just being able to take people in pictures and make them stickers.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoy doing that.
I don't know if I could even show you. I probably can't make it big enough.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. But the Addie one is really creepy accurate. I want to see if I can zoom in on it.
The stickers are always fun. Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Look at the sticker I just sent you.
Thank you for the sticker you sent me.
I was once I figured out how to do that, I went through all my pictures and just made made stickers out of a lot of stuff.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. It's the first time I've seen it, but I'm sure you've been texting it to a lot of people.
Actually, no, I haven't.
I'm sure Kevin Z-Pack has one. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being with us. We love you. Make sure you are following us on all the social medias at I'm Fat Pod, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Blue Sky, all that jazz. We have also got our YouTube page if you're watching us live. Thank you. YouTube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. The plan will probably be until hockey season begins again to try to do Sunday nights. The time might vary, but we're going to try to be as consistent as we can on Sunday nights. But sign up for that YouTube page, hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified when we're live. So you don't have to worry about it. Email imfatpod@gmail.com. Voicemail 708-858-3314, and get some merch at imfatmerch.com. The new Onion Ring of Honor 2025 shirt is out. We have sold a bunch of them already, so thanks again to Mark Fishman for getting us there. By the way, I took care of him. I got him a gift card to Bergstein's out here by us, and I got him a $50 gift card, but I wrote on the card, this card is good for one plain bagel. I wrote plain in all caps. So yeah, I saw Mark this weekend. So great stuff. Check out his work at Unshaven Comics. We appreciate everything we sell in the store has been designed by Mark. So it's awesome. And he just does it because he likes us, which we appreciate.
Absolutely.
All right. What do we got?
All right. First thing I want to hit on is yesterday, Sam and I just kind of, I don't know, you just want to get out and try something different. But we didn't really know exactly what we wanted to eat. So we did as every couple does, she's like, I'll give you 3 options and you choose. So I landed on Issas Venezuelan restaurant.
Okay.
207 South Main Street in Bartlett. And we are so happy that we went there. One, just because you're starting to see more different types of food in the burbs, but Venezuelan is different enough.
Yeah.
That you don't really see it very often. And I am very happy that we went. It's like in downtown Bartlett, essentially.
Okay.
People that know the area, just like to run down. For one thing, the vibe in there is real cool. One mall is just this mural with bright colors. They have like music going the entire time. And it was just, service was solid, like getting recommendations from the server, who I think is like one of the owners or family of one of the owners, that was like, okay, if you guys are trying to do this, why don't you actually do this so that you can try a bunch of different stuff, which was much appreciated, because we kind of went in blind. And first thing is just to drink. Just their drinks are like, yeah, they actually have Coke, and actually they have beer if you want it. And of course, Modelo was in stock. But
they tell you coming.
Yes.
Quick, run to Benny's. Rick's coming. It was like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
The water started like, oh God, Rick Camp's coming. Get the Modelo.
And then they're in the car with the Modelo as I'm trying to run behind them.
Yes.
So Sam and I both ended up getting blackberry juice.
Ooh.
Which again was off recommendation. Just like a lot of different types of juices that like you wouldn't necessarily expect. And the blackberry juice was very, very good. Like I'm not necessarily like you know what, I'm feeling blackberries basically ever.
I have a taste for blackberries.
Yeah.
The blackberry Dr. Pepper, though, very good. If you haven't tried it.
And like it just went well with the entire meal. So the first thing we got was essentially a giant sampler platter.
Okay. So I have 3 pictures.
2 of them are the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, they kind of look the same.
So if one of them looks better than the other to you. Okay.
Oh God. That all looks fried and delicious and covered in cheese.
Yes, that's pretty much what it was. Okay, so in the middle with the Venezuelan flag, you had the tequeños, which are essentially Venezuelan version of mozzarella sticks.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like a light fry on just it literally, I even like looked up definitions and stuff just to be sure I had a good idea of you know what everything was after the fact. And it's basically like, yeah, they put a big hunk of cheese in there and then they fry it.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, that works.
Now put that on the plate, please.
And like there was a couple of them where actually the cheese almost was starting to like squeak a little bit too.
Ooh.
So like I now Sam didn't have that feeling in there, feeling at all, but I did. And I was like, oh, that is interesting. So just like a perfect thing for any sort of appetizer platter.
Yeah.
But also it's smart because they, you know, sell obviously all these things individually too, and in many different varieties. So if you're on YouTube, this is a one that definitely helps to be there. In the top right, those are their empanadas.
Yeah, I was going to say, that looks like empanadas for sure.
Yes, they are. Yeah, that's their empanadas. And they basically did 2 in chicken, 2 in beef to be able to have great seasoning, flavor on all of the meat. The difference between that and what's at your lower left, which is the pastelitos, is the empanadas are deep fried and the pastelitos are more baked.
Okay.
So a little bit of a different texture sensation, but like super crispy and flaky on the empanadas. Maybe the like flakiest empanada I've ever had. And like the beef empanada, while it burned the living crap out of the top of my mouth because I didn't even think to, you know, either A, take a smaller bite, or B, see how hot it was. So if you go there, just don't be an idiot like me when it comes to like the temperature. Make sure, you know, but it's also a great sign that it was very fresh.
Yeah.
And just like one part of my mouth, I'm still like just dealing with it a little bit. But like, yeah, the quality of the meat was fantastic. And the empanada was my favorite, I think, because it was so crispy and flaky. That was really, really good. And then you also had on the pastelitos, it's like a little softer. It's almost more of like if anyone's been to Savory Crust, I feel like the texture of the dough and everything in Savory Crust is almost a middle point between these two.
Okay.
So I thought that was really interesting. And then just again, the meat, the quality of the meat there. But yeah, the pastelitos, I'm trying to think size wise were.
Yeah, I'm trying to go off I'm using the flag as my basis for the size of everything.
Yeah, the flag's pretty small.
Like a
Everything
silver
was
dollar,
fairly
maybe?
small. Yeah, everything was a mini version of everything, which was good because essentially what we were told is, hey, get this to get to be able to try the most things for the value money wise, but it's probably not going to be enough to to fill you up when it's two people.
Okay.
But it was perfect. You got to try a little bit of everything. Those pastelitos were very, very good. In your top left, you had just cheese arepas.
Okay.
And so just to be able to get a different type of texture with the obviously cheese and the cream on top, and then the cheese on the inside of the arepa. So it didn't have any meat, which, obviously basically all these are offered in whatever meat you'd like in there. But just again, even though it's a lot of similar, it's what we think of Mexican food, where it's a lot of the same ingredients done just a little bit differently to give them variety. That's a lot of what that was too. And then you had plantains on the bottom right.
Yes, please.
So yeah, I'm not the biggest plantain person in general. They looked incredible. So
you didn't try them?
I left them for last, being like, okay, I'm going to try these. And then by the time we had everything, I'm like, whoa, we were rolling out of there. So that was
plantain would have just put you over the top, huh?
Yeah, clearly.
That massive plantain.
Yes. Hey, I don't know how to deal with a massive plantain.
Same.
Right.
Neither does Sam or Rick or Sam or Hope.
Yeah. So that was just
time.
I thought a good value, and to be able to kind of dip our toes into Venezuelan food. And then the other picture that you have.
You're not supposed to dip your toes in it. You're supposed to eat it.
Well, that's fair.
I'm sorry.
The other thing that was recommended to us were cachapas. The other thing to really try and get an idea of Venezuelan food, what makes them different. And these almost look like big crepes or pancakes.
Yep.
And so I pulled up the definition of what a cachapa is, and it says it's traditional dish made from maize flour from Venezuela. Like arepas, they're popular roadside stands. They can be made like pancakes. They can be made like pancakes of fresh corn dough or wrapped in dry corn leaves and boiled.
That looks real good.
Yeah. So you get a cream in there along with some cheese on top. You've got cheese on the inside. And then Sam got just that with no meat. And I'm not the biggest on just give me a hunk of pork.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's not my thing. But our server was like, listen, it's most popular and it is best with the fried pork. So I heard fried pork.
Yeah.
And said, yes, please. And I'm so glad I did, because the pork just blends so perfectly with the flavors already in the cachapa that it really worked well. And I was thinking about, would this be as good with chicken or beef? And it'd still be really good, but I don't think it would have been quite at the level of that fried pork. And man, it was so good.
It looks amazing.
And just different too. And then also just seeing everybody who's coming in and leaving and talking to everybody that's working there. It's this is a spot that people know that okay, you want some real authentic stuff, this is going to be a place that you can go.
All right, give the name and the address again.
Okay, it's Issas Venezuelan Restaurant, ISSA, 207 South Main Street in Bartlett. They also have a location in Hanover Park, and I believe one in Schaumburg as well. There's 3 locations of it. We went to the Bartlett one, and I would highly, highly recommend it.
All right. We have not done the I'm Fat map in a while. We got to fix that up. So I'll throw those on there as well.
I was talking about the podcast during bargaining this week.
Yeah.
Because sure. And I sent over the fat map to one of the lawyers we were talking with across the table, and someone that works for a company we were negotiating with.
Nice.
Yeah.
The fat map is so handy. If you're looking for it, it's on our like social media links, the link tree. It's in there, and we updated. I think we've got places in Ireland. We've got places all over the country.
It's like
couple
almost
places in
300 things in
Mexico.
there, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. So chances are, if we've talked about it, it's in there. We probably have missed a couple, but for the most part, if we love it, it's in there. We promise you.
Yep.
That's for sure. Speaking of places we love, you may have seen our social media video this week with Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, kind of refocusing everybody to the I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese, the I'm Fat Pizza. Big response this week from that video. We should do stuff like that more often. Fredo's is very pleased. A couple of people sent photos of them trying the stuff and trying the restaurant and everything. That's what it's all about. And I know, like, when you go to any of these sponsors, it can be a little awkward to be like, I heard about you on the podcast, and you're afraid someone's going to look at you like you're dumb. They won't. They know who we are. So whenever you'll
hear our voices in there more likely than not.
Exactly. So even if it's, Mazda Rowan Park or whatever it might be, mention you heard about them from us, and it helps us big time, because all these small businesses, they're weighing their expenses, and we don't charge a lot at all, but hey, it's something they could certainly cut if they had to. So mention our stuff. And it's, again, the I'm Fat products are great. But the pizza, the mozzarella sticks, but even if you're eating healthy, like they got great salads, carb-free, keto-friendly, like whatever you're looking for, they've got it for you at Fredo's. It's not just your typical like pizza, burger, dog joint. Everything there is unique. Everything there is delicious. They knock it out of the park. So go to Fredo'sPizza.com, place your order online, use that code I'm Fat. You'll save 10%. It's also a great way, if you're shy, to let people know you heard about them from us, is by using that promo code as well. And they've also got catering and private chef services. Go to Fredo'sCatering.com for information on all of that stuff. Okay. I may have committed a small crime this week.
Okay.
Okay.
A fat crime or a real crime?
It is. I would say this is probably a crime more fats commit, but normies could as well.
Okay.
So I'm driving to work, and I have you've probably seen these things. They're like your drift. You put them in your car.
Yeah.
It's like a wood, and my car usually smells very good to cover up all the farts and fast food I have in my car at all times. So I just got a fresh one. Smells really nice. Love it. Very springy. I'm driving to work. I'm like, man, something does not smell good. And like you're getting like, there it is again. Like you're getting like hints of it.
Yes.
So I'm like, what is going on? So of course, the instinct is check the pits.
Sure.
Pits are fine. I just put on my Dr. Squatch deodorant. Boy, this is a big ad. Dr. Squatch deodorant, so nice and fresh. And I go like this. Apparently, the shirt and the pants I'd been wearing had like sat in the laundry too long.
Oh, yep. Like they were sitting in the washer before they went in the dryer too long.
Yes, like we had maybe started it, forgotten, and then
100%.
Someone flipped it. Happens once a month at least. So I'm like, ooh, that's not good. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to Walgreens and get some Febreze, because I'm not gonna go buy a whole new outfit. Like, I'm just going to work, So
classic.
I see the bottle of Febreze is $7. And I'm like, I have a bottle of Febreze at home.
Yeah. I
am not spending $7 on Febreze. So I'm at the Walgreens. I'm at the one in Crestwood. I'll come back and pay him $1 or whatever. So I'm in the Febreze aisle, and I'm like opening the caps, like pretending to smell them. And then I like spray it in the air, give it a smell, acting like I'm shopping.
Sure.
And I'm just doing like the over my shoulders.
Yeah.
I just go all over myself. Wrecking myself like 10 sprays from like chest to shins.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then same on the back. And then just like put it right back on the shelf. Got myself a clearance Cadbury cream egg and went along. Went on my way. It's like, so I don't know. I like what is this running street value of 10 pumps of Febreze?
Ooh. And
do I need to pay the Walgreens people back? Like, do I just have to like?
I mean, hey, you got 10 pumps out of that. It's more than normal.
I'm just gonna leave like 78 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
To the cashier. What's this for? Just please, just put it in the box. Don't worry about it. And then write a note like, we are 78 cents over. I don't know why. A man said he owed it to us.
Right. Somehow, I think Walgreens will be just fine.
I think they'll survive.
For as
they'll
much as
survive.
everything's overpriced there, I think they're okay.
Well, I will recommend the Gain. The Gain brand of Febreze was very, very nice. That's the one I chose after all my shopping. Then I went to Target in the West Loop, and I went and bought a travel Febreze
Okay.
for the car. They did not have it there, so I paid $2 for a travel Febreze, which, in case it happens again, I'm covered. But I cannot tell you, dude. I don't know if it's being raised Catholic or what. The level of guilt I felt all day about stealing 10 pumps of Febreze from a Walgreens is
I guarantee if someone saw it on video, you gave that money back in making them laugh.
fair. I hope someone saw it, because I was definitely being like shifty, and you were watching me on the security camera and be like, that dude's about to steal something. Looking, like, kind of peeking around, making sure, and then 10 as fast as I could. And I'm like, right back on the shelf. I'm not paying $7.
No, that's ridiculous.
I don't want to smell bad at work, but I'm not paying $7. I mean, if I crap my pants, fine.
Sure.
I'm gonna go buy a new outfit, whatever. I'll tie something around my waist and go find a new outfit. But I'm not paying $7 for 10 spritzes in a bottle I'm never going to use again.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's wonderful.
Me. Criminal, felon.
Oh God, do we need? I don't mean to be like Parkins here, but I need the video of that.
Yeah, you know what? Shane would find it.
That's true.
Shane would be annoying. Shane Beard would be annoying enough to the Walgreens people to be like, God, just take it.
Yes.
Here. My God.
That would be wonderful to see you. Like I'm sure they could like see the guilt. Like
I felt
while
that's
you're
why I
doing
bought
it.
a cream egg. I'm like, well, I gotta buy something.
Oh, of course. Especially
Yeah,
I'm surprised they still had any.
Yeah, it was early in the week. It was like two for $3 or something.
Oh, okay.
So
that's not bad.
It was still probably more than it should have been, but
yeah, but I mean,
I would have
all
paid
things
$5
considered.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I love cream eggs. Yeah, so that was my petty theft for the week.
That's awesome.
I never have I felt so guilty as when I almost stole a pack of baseball cards from KB Toys back in the day, because I saw Jose Canseco was on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I'm just going to take these. And I got 2 stores down. I turned around. And I was like, sorry. And they're like, oh, thanks for being honest, man. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to hell.
That's great.
Father, bless me, Father, for I've sinned. I stole Jose Canseco baseball card for 35 seconds. Is that it? Well, the other stuff too, but I am 13.
I stole those like giant blow pops when those were popular.
Yes.
I stole, I think, 2 of those one day from Jewel and didn't feel great about it.
No, I mean, it's good that it is a victimless crime.
Sure.
But it's like, it just eats at you. Like, there's stuff I did as a teenager that still bothers me.
Oh, I don't know that I'm quite there.
Oh my God, what was I doing? Why would I do that? Why would I say that? Like, oh, it's awful. I still beat myself up.
Yeah, there's there's very few things from like that era where like there are times where I'm like, I was really a jerk. Like, that, but not like it doesn't eat at me still.
Yeah. Well,
generally.
you're probably a mentally healthier person than I am. So
I would not say that.
Oh,
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Who's more effed up? Light them up.
Right.
708-858-3314.
Right.
I was in where was I today? Oh, Trader Joe's. And Papa's Got a Brand New Bag by James Brown was on. I go to Hope, you're in the jag bag. Light it up. And she goes, boy, the score has really broken you. I go, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
the amount of times at work, Brett and I will have some sort of inside joke going that's literally just because of working at the score. And it's,
Like, how many times have you just gone without context to somebody, and they're like, why are you a tuba?
God, the amount of times that at the table someone says we need to confer about this, and I want to do that so bad. Like, yes.
Do it to Brett.
What?
Just do it to Brett.
Yeah, I do that to Brett when we'll go back in our own room where we're like caucusing or whatever. Like that is that's something that I'll be like, dude, when this happened, I was thinking this, and 9 times out of 10, he's like, yep, me too. I just had to turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
God,
the nod, the knowing nod. Well, I just mentioned Trader Joe's, so it leads me nicely to my taste test here.
Oh, yeah.
Saw these Trader Joe's garlic butter Irish potato chips. I don't know what makes these Irish.
There's not many of them.
I mean, there'd be a lot of potatoes in Ireland.
You would think.
Let's see. Garlic butter is a little scary.
Yeah, a little bit.
Smells good.
Okay. Boy, I will say
it's not like an immediate punch in the face.
Okay.
Like I was expecting.
Yeah, because I will say there are chips that taste very good that smell terrible.
Yeah. These do not smell bad. Okay. I will say on the smell, it smells like garlic butter, like real butter, real garlic. So it's a ruffle. There you go. All right, let's give it a taste. Okay. You know what?
I'm
looking at the ingredients. It tastes very natural. Like it tastes like actual butter. Like I described the smell.
Yeah.
They're very buttery. Like my finger is a little bit like slick. But not like in a greasy potato chip way.
Okay.
And it's not overpowering. Those are good. Now, again, I don't know if I can sit and like eat a bag of them.
Okay.
But as a side for a sandwich or something, those are, I'm going to try another one. These are the Trader Joe's garlic butter Irish potato chips.
Would they be good on a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on a turkey sandwich or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Those are real good.
Nice.
Give those a shot. I love Trader Joe's, man.
Yeah.
Every time I go, I find something new and exciting. Tonight we had an all Trader Joe's dinner. We were there, and Hope's like, "What are we gonna?" We were there at like 4. We got a massive breakfast. We went to Gabe's today. I got a story about that coming up in a minute.
Okay.
Gabe's in Glenwood, so we weren't really hungry. You know, we had a kind of a late breakfast. Didn't really have lunch. So I'm like, "Why don't we get a pork tenderloin, and we'll get some Hawaiian rolls,
nice,
and some mac and cheese."
There you go.
Went home, fired up the grill, made all that. Amazing dinner. Under $20 for all of it. Terrific. Yeah, it was outstanding. Like I love Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And the like the snacks they have all the time. We just got like the springtime gummy mix, which was I think it was watermelon, lemon, and I forget what the third one was, but there was almost like a creamy addition to the gummy. So it's like a lemon cream. Oof. They were damn good. I love that place. I wish there was one closer than Orland, because it is such a pain in the ass for like we're straight shot pretty much. We're like 183rd and like Western for most. That's like probably the most direct location for people, and it's 159th on the Grange or 151st, whatever it is.
Yeah,
it's like 35 minutes. There's no good way. There's no good way there.
Yeah, we don't have one that's super close either. Also, like I'm more apt to drive, like to be willing to drive longer distance for something specific.
Yeah.
Than Sam would be, but she's the one that should be trusted to grocery shop more often than I should be. So, but yeah, like we don't have one that's like super convenient and close. So, but like we've been having more luck with like Aldi lately.
Aldi's
so like
great.
It really is. Like all these places are good. Like just for different reasons.
Have you ever tried their the oven pizzas there? Like they're huge.
No,
and they're not frozen. They're in the refrigerator section.
No,
so it's probably like a 20-inch pizza with like kind of a doughy crust. It's thin crust, but like a doughy crust.
Okay.
Throw that in it's so good. Their pizza is excellent. I get their deli cheese, like their American cheese slices are awesome. All these like where we go for the essentials.
Yeah. So when we got all the stuff to do the pizzas from home, that was all Aldi stuff.
Yeah, that's what they're great for. And then if you need something specific, and aren't Aldi and Trader Joe's the same company? I think
are
so.
they? I don't know.
think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Maybe it will tell me on my bag of garlic Irish chips. No, it says distributed and sold exclusively by Trader Joe's. Product of Ireland. Look at that. They're authentic.
That's cool.
We'll try those. All right. We got to hit a break again. This week, I was at Mazda of Orland Park. Right there on 159th Street getting my car service, my oil change. I was out of there in 35 minutes this week.
Nice.
Unreal. I was so happy with the services. I always am. 8910 West 159th Street. I was just, first of all, I ran over to the Dunkin' because I hadn't had breakfast yet. Got myself some munchkins and an iced coffee. Walked back. By the time I did that, they were pretty much done with my car. It was amazing. I did need new tires, though.
It's never great.
No, it's not. It's never great. But anyway, great service from them, as always. And they have more Mazdas on the lot now than I've ever seen. I was looking at that CX-50 hybrid.
Yeah.
Damn, that is a nice looking car. And of course, in the showroom, they've got them like fully decked out, like fully like stocked. Because my CX-30 is like the base model. So is the CX-5, and they're both great.
Yeah.
Everything I need. But to see it like tricked out with like the leather seats and the sunroof, like, man, someday I'll be willing to pay a premium for a car with premium features.
I know, right?
I just beat my cars to hell. And
yes.
I'm glad that I have Mazda of Orland Park and their service behind me when I do, because they're going to take care of it. It's going to be affordable. It's going to be honest, upfront. Love that place. You will too. So if you're in the market for a Mazda, check them out, 8910 West 159th Street, or go to MazdaofOrlandPark.com. Ask for our buddy Eric Vates. Talk White Sox with him. He loves the Sox.
God bless him.
Poor bastard.
I know. This is, like, I think I say it every year now, as disconnected as I've ever been to baseball. And it's kind of sad.
It's very hard when your baseball team is as bad as they are.
Yeah.
To justify any connection to it.
Right. And like, you know, baseball is probably the most regional of the major sports, where like, I've just lost that connection kind of altogether.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that like the beginning of the season lines up with when it's really busy with like playoff basketball for you with hockey and stuff, to not the Blackhawks, but you know, actual playoff hockey.
Right.
To where it's like, I don't have the time.
Yeah.
So,
and James mentioned in the chat, it's even harder when the Sox are on CHSN. Yep. That doesn't make things easier either.
Them the Bulls, like this was the least amount of Bulls games I've ever seen from the time I was a kid, just because I wasn't able to watch them.
Right.
Sorry. Like I tried to do the whole antenna thing, and I think it was just like the way, you know, it's like where everything faced in the house, to where I worked so much for those first few games to try and make it work, and it just wouldn't.
No.
So I'm like,
then you
okay,
get aggravated. The team's bad. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
And that is a network full of bad teams.
Yes. So, and also the GN thing this week. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, but wasn't that just like a handful of games though? Like 15 or so, I thought I saw. It
always starts that way, and you see how the rating, you get the test balloon out there, see what the ratings are like.
Between us, it's not like WGN is doing anything else.
That's all I have to say about that.
Fair enough. All right, what's next on the docket for you?
One thing that gets big ratings every year is the NFL draft.
Yes.
And what leaked from the draft, there's always the green room, which, remember when it used to just be like folding tables?
Yeah.
Now it's like everybody gets their own IKEA room set.
Kind of nice though.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Also takes forever for anybody to get up to the stage.
Yeah.
Who was it that did the was it at the Grammys, the performance where it was like that, where it just looks like you're going through a million different hallways and it was all lit up? Who was that?
Was that the weekend years ago, right?
That was that. Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was the weekend, but I wasn't confident enough to actually,
it's like
I remember,
hello Cleveland, and they just keep getting lost in the basement.
Yes. Also the guy the Cowboys drafted was hilarious.
Yeah.
The Booker, I would forget his first name, but just like with how he was basically running the entire way. That was awesome.
That was cool.
But what leaked is someone put a picture of the menu for the green room.
Yeah.
So let's run this down for those on the regular podcast feed here.
I'm going to be very leaning into my computer to read this, by the way.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone in front of me, so I will be doing it that way.
Yeah.
The bacon butter burger sliders. Yeah, buddy.
Does not need much more description. Put it in my face. Yes.
Yes. Ground beef patty, bacon, cheddar cheese, caramelized onion, house garlic aioli, served with a buttery brioche bun.
Yep.
Yes. Brat cheesesteak sliders.
Oh, God.
Shaved tailgate brats with sauteed peppers and onions with Munster cheese. Served on potato slider buns.
Oh, my God. I'm trying to think of that. Shaved tailgate brats. So you're almost getting like a steak and shake kind of burger almost.
Yeah, almost.
Yep.
Door County cherry salad.
Door County cherries I will eat. You put Door County cherries on it, I'm in.
Like, I get you have to have some healthy things because these are pro athletes and whatever.
Yeah. That's the best Wisconsin can do.
Now.
It's like, oh, by the way, that salad's deep fried.
Yeah. Chorizo and beer cheese mac.
Yeah. Yep.
That might be the winner, friends.
Yeah, that sounds really damn good.
Chorizo and noodles tossed in beer cheddar cheese sauce, served with toast points. Yes. Crab cakes, pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
Grilled chicken, same.
Yeah.
Italian house salad. Boneless wings and fries. Fresh fried Vern's curds.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm assuming fresh fried means there is a deep fryer in the green room.
There better be.
Yeah. It is Wisconsin after all.
Yes. And this, just the name of this got me, the charcuterie cup.
Yes.
Would that be what you win in the Fat Olympics?
Yes, I think so. Right. Just a big trophy that's overflowing with meat.
Yes. And then a fruit cup, fruit kringle, kneecaps. I don't know what kneecaps are.
Kneecaps. All right. I'll look those up. Keep going.
And then gelato and bonbons.
Caps.
I will say, overall, this is a good menu. There are some real standouts here. I understand you have to have some of this stuff just for the people that are trying to be healthy, whatever. But I would attend this green room. Yeah. I would eat at this green room.
Okay, kneecap donuts are small sweet fried donuts with an indent in the center rather than a hole. They're a donut-like pastry fried and usually topped with powdered sugar and cream filling. There you go.
Okay. Twist my arm.
Yeah, no.
But that is what was offered in the green room at the NFL draft. You know what? With that type of menu, I'd be okay not going top 5.
Yeah. Let me just hang out in here for a while.
Yeah. Why not?
You know what? I would have worked a lot harder in football if I knew this was an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always tell my mom. Like, I was a really bad student, but if you'd have taken me to see Notre Dame's campus when I was younger, I would have tried a lot harder.
Right.
So really, it's on you. Frankly. It's your fault.
Yes.
I am a slacker. Forever.
Yep.
Thanks, Mom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's funny. I gotta on the topic of dessert. That'll be my next thing with Addie, because she was just, boy, every now and again I get that little glimmer of pride in my eye. We went to Gabe's this morning, which I've talked about a lot. It's in Glenwood. Great, Greek diner. Went for breakfast. And she's like, "Can I get the Oreo Nutella pancakes with whipped cream?" We're like, "No, don't do that. Like, you are an athlete. Like, you're a high school pitcher now. You got to take these things slightly. Like, you can still get pancakes.
Yeah.
And you can still get pancakes with whipped cream. Can we not do like the Oreo Nutella chocolate fudge pancakes? Like, just for your own sake? Fine, I'm just going to do pancakes with strawberries and whipped cream. Like, fine, get the fresh strawberries.
Sure.
You'll be good. Again, we are the last people to be like, you need to eat healthy.
Yeah.
We eat like shit all the time. It's fine. But, like, let's just not do all of it. Like,
especially when we are not trying to be athletes also at the moment.
Exactly. So we're ordering, I get what I always get, the country breakfast, 2 eggs, bacon, 2 pancakes. Boom. I'm happy. Hope gets an omelet. And Addie's like, I'll have the chocolate chip pancakes with strawberries and whipped cream.
Hey, take advantage of that high school metabolism too, man, because that's another thing that just goes right down the crap the older you get.
But she just sneaks in the chocolate chip really quick. And the waitress like, all right, great. See you in a bit. And I'm like, you? And she's like, she just shrugged, like, I'd give it a shot. I'm like, whatever. I respect it. I can't be mad at you. I respect the game too much to be mad at you about it.
Yes.
So yeah, that was pretty funny. She was hellbent, man, on those chocolate chip pancakes. I will say though, not a syrup kid.
Really?
Yeah, she does not do syrup on her pancakes. That's at
odd.
all. I know. I tried. I told her. Yeah, she's just not into it. I'm like,
yeah.
Next bottle, next. I love it. Syrup is the pancakes are simply a vehicle for syrup consumption.
Yes, yes, that's their role in life.
Right? Yeah, exactly. What? Hey, so fine. Chocolate chips for syrup, great. But man, I love that place. I want to give them. They're the one that had the weird Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it was. Oh God, I got it somewhere. I'll find it. It's in a past episode. Check it out. 9 East Main Street in Glenwood is the address. Yeah, it's a great spot. So go check it out. If you're in the area, you should be because it's good.
Right. Okay. I have one.
I found it. Dr. Popper.
Dr.
That's what it was. Dr. Popper. Yes.
I have one more thing.
Oh yeah. Hope reminds me.
Huh.
She said, Addie said, quote, the chocolate chip should have been a given for you. Okay.
From the lack of syrup kid.
Yeah.
Oh, actually kind of related. I think I mentioned us working on training with Lulu, the puppy that we got now.
Yeah.
Okay. So the you don't eat this made me think of had our best walk yet.
Oh.
So Sam was walking around the block with a wood surfing spoon covered in peanut butter. I would love to know what people in their houses, because it's all just kind of within our neighborhood, like a bunch of townhouses and whatever.
Yeah.
Just like, I would love to know what people thought seeing the two of us walking Lulu and Lulu randomly getting licks off of a wood spoon.
And you running away from it because
I know. I was running away from her after the walk because she wanted to like give everybody kisses, and I'm like, hell no.
No, lick your butt first.
Yes.
By the way, we have Hope has discovered how to stop Bailey from barking at literally everyone. She throws an empty pop can towards him.
Oh, that
and it scares like she doesn't hit him with it. She just it just floats because it's an empty can, just lands next to him, and he hates that.
Yeah.
So now when someone like the Amazon guy, he hates the UPS guy the most.
Okay.
I don't know why it's the difference, but something about it. Maybe because the truck is louder.
Could be.
But Hope will just like reach for the can so it like goes like across the table.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, me bark? Never. I would never.
Right.
So, it's worked. So
hey,
we'll see if it
you do what you have to, because you know what? That was by a country mile the best walk, like the most responsible walk Lulu has had.
Well, she's got good parents, so she'll be fine. But yeah, it's like I said to Bailey yesterday. I go, if not for the barking, you would be the perfect dog.
Yeah.
But the barking is just like whenever someone is near our house, he's freaking out. And it's probably a breed thing.
Sure.
He's mostly Rottweiler, so it's probably part of it. But like, dude, nothing has happened your whole life.
Yes.
You'd think by now you'd be like, when I reach for the bag in the kitchen, that it means it's time to go to bed because you're getting your treat to go in your kennel.
Right.
You should know by now that when people walk by, nothing's happening. They're just going to continue to walk. He'll get there, or he's getting hit with a can, or a can will land near him.
Yes. That's so funny. All right, my last thing that I've got, our guy, philosophizer, Rob Gronkowski.
Yes.
Had wonderful thoughts that I cannot refute and wholly endorse about a problem that there currently is in the NFL.
It looks like he was on Julian Edelman's podcast when he did
Okay.
this. So give that a listen.
These coaches are starting to get in shape now, man. They're looking like they've been working out with the players, throwing some routes, going for jogs. Like there's a lot of positional coaches that are still looking like coaches, but these guys right now are looking slim, looking jacked, looking like they go for a run, actually looking like they go and lift some weights. But we need coaches to get fat again. Remember, we wanted Dola to get fat when he was coaching with the Los Angeles Raiders. That's a true typical coach, is when they're fat and overweight. That means you're the best out there. So I think the problem is that Ozempic came out.
They got to start testing them.
It should be on the PED list for these coaches. We need them fat again. It makes football better.
There you go, Gronk.
We need
Show
them fat again.
me the
We need 'em-
lie.
Yeah. No, he's totally right. Who is I always forget the name of the guy with the jiggling gut.
Tony Wise.
Tony Wise. Hut! And like the top of his belly is going.
Yep.
burp,
The
burp. time he sees-
yeah, and yeah, when they were in Hard Knocks
Yes.
in the 1 year. Yeah.
Oh, Tony Wise is the one who's super close with Wani, right?
Oh, is that?
I
it's-
think you're right. It's the same guy.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
just
same
saying.
guy.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
made that connection. That makes a lot of sense. Hearing that guy with Wani is, yeah.
Yeah. It's so
I
good.
don't know how. Is there
Ah.
like musculature here under
Yeah.
Tony Wise's man breasts? that
Right.
holds onto his actual stomach when he goes, "Hut," the muscles contract and pull everything up.
I know it makes absolutely no sense, but it's a great point because even just think in the Bears division, Matt LaFleur,
It's shameful.
not a fat.
This used to be
Ben
a proper
Johnson,
division.
yeah, Ben Johnson, clearly not a fat.
No.
Kevin O'Connell, clearly not a fat.
No.
Dan Campbell's not a fat either. He's just a big, bulky dude.
Yeah. I mean, we'll take it. That's all we got.
Yeah. But I mean, man, like especially when Antoine Randall L was in the Bears draft room, like losing his shit when they were able to get Luther Burden.
Yeah.
Like I get he's like a receiver, so he was a receiver, so you're not gonna probably get as fat, but man.
Well, and all the ex linemen too are now skinny.
Yeah, that's really disappointing.
Like I follow Tommy Harris on Instagram. Like, which one's Tommy Harris? Like you can't
Oh.
when he posts like a group pic,
Mm-hmm.
like you can look close and see it in his face. But
I mean, Spice isn't near as big as he used to be.
no, he's not. Tom Thayer is like a
Yeah.
surfer. Yeah, they're all Jay Hogenberg. Have you seen Jay Hogenberg lately?
No.
If he told you he was an NFL lineman, you would laugh in his face. He is like a normal sized person.
Wow.
Yeah. If anything, probably on like if you were to describe him, you'd probably describe him as thin.
Okay.
NFL center. Like legendary NFL center for a long time.
Big Cat Williams, though, we still got him.
Still big, still
At least
cat-like.
last time I saw him, still got him.
And I don't want to give any shame to, Spice. Because he's still got it.
Yeah,
You got to be healthy. He's got kids and all that stuff. But
sure.
That's right. We're getting Lance Briggs.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Looking a little Levon Kirkland like now.
He is still though, man. Like he's at CHGO often, and like
Mhm.
he is getting chubbier, but he still is like still
Yeah,
jacked.
you can tell it's not like some people where there's the fat and then there's nothing else underneath. You can tell he's still got it. Lance still has it.
Yes, he does.
Like it's just turning into like, I mean, we're talking relative here, but like old man strength.
yeah.
We need them fat again.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Goddamn right.
All right, I've got one more thing. We both, Hope and I both sampled McDonald's new McCrispy Strips. These are a new permanent menu item at McDonald's. So it's not
Oh.
like a promotional thing. So Hope is gonna, if you haven't noticed, Hope's been putting some videos on I'm Fat Pod on Instagram and TikTok and all those places lately. So check those out. She's gonna do a video review of the crispy strips. She loved them and said they were crunchy and super crispy. I got them today.
Mhm.
And they were not, maybe they had been out for a while. They were a little bit, chewy is the wrong word.
Okay.
They certainly weren't crunchy or crispy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping I just got like a bad batch.
Yeah.
Because she tried mine and was like, oh yeah, the ones I had were way better. So
Oh, okay.
it's something I'll try again. It is being sold with a chili like a chili mayo, which I did not try.
Yeah.
I'll save that for her review, which will be out on I'm Fat Pod on socials this week. But it's an alternative. If you don't want to do nuggets, they're big. I would say each tender was probably 5 or 6 inches, long, and it was a decent sized tender. It was because remember they had like the promotional tenders a few years ago.
Yes.
And those were good, but they were significantly smaller.
Okay.
Than these McCrispy strips. So give them a shot. I think they're not bad. I will definitely get them again. They just weren't. I was expecting like crunchy, crispy, really, really like that. And my batch did not deliver in that way. Hope said hers did. So hopefully they get the consistency down. So it's the same experience all the time.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, I want to share one more thing before we wrap up. But first, I want to tell you about our friends at Nick and Ivy Brewing out in beautiful downtown Lockport, 1026 South State Street. Make sure you're following them on Facebook. They're always updating what's going on, all their activities. There's live music, there's trivia, there's Name That Tune. They just got a brand new Star Wars pinball machine, a couple other new pinball machines. There's so much going on at Nick and Ivy Brewing. I see coming up on Tuesday, May 13th, they're having a wood painting event. So that's some fun stuff going on there. It's always happening at Nick and Ivy Brewing. And oh yeah, the beer rather is amazing. And you can bring in food from anywhere you want. So bring it in, eat there, drink there. Great people, great atmosphere, incredible beers. You'll love Nick and Ivy Brewing. Check them out again on Facebook /Nick and Ivy Brewing. Or go to nickivybrewing.com. That's NAKIVY brewing.com. If you're out that way, the Southwest Burbs, head to Lockport and go get yourself a cold beer or two from our friends at Nick and Ivy. Speaking of the former football players, a Bears legend passed away this week. Steve McMichael, after a long and grueling and horrible battle with ALS. That dude, I don't know how he did it. It's unreal and it's sad. And I think ALS is like, not that you want any bad disease, but the part where your body is failing, but your mind is not.
That's one of the scariest thoughts.
Yeah. And you're basically just kind of trapped in your self, which is scary. But this was probably around 1986. This is a picture of Steve McMichael there, obviously, the guy in the plaid shirt, the sunglasses, then the rippling muscles. That's my Uncle Jerry, and me and my late sister Ann. Behind us is his wife, Deborah, who was she was Miss Illinois for a while, and then she was a valet with him on WCW. They called her Deborah. That was her ring name. But he was at the opening of a butcher shop that my Uncle Fran and Uncle Steve owned together. Him and Keith Van Horn came out for that. And we got to hang out with them before the store opened. And I just asked both of them questions about Walter Payton the whole time. So I'll always remember that. And they were both like very patient.
Yeah.
So Walter, you're friends with him? Yep. Wow. That's cool. Does he have more than one headband, or is it the same headband all the time? No, he's got a bunch. Oh, cool. Does he wear ruse when he's not playing football? Oh yeah, he loves his ruse. Wow. That's amazing. Is he funny? And they're just kid.
Yeah.
But I just could not get enough Walter Payton content. So thought this picture was cool. I've held on to this one for years. And my Uncle Jerry in the picture there hadn't seen it forever. And I sent it to him when Mongo died. And he was like, oh man, that's a blast from the past. But that was a very memorable day for me. And it was cool. So rest in peace, Mongo. I'm just sort of glad he's finally at peace. To watch that whole thing was very, very sad. And his wife Misty, the wife who cared for him, I have all the respect in the world for her, just to stay by his side and advocate for him in the Hall of Fame. And shout out to Dan Pompei too for all the work he did to get him in there, because if you're too young to remember Mongo the player, he was 100% a Hall of Famer. He was a true badass. I hate when people are he knows what it means to be a Bear. But when people talk about a Chicago Bear, that is what they're talking about. So rest in peace, Mongo. Thanks for being patient with me and my sister back in the day. But I'm 47. I was 8 or 9 at the time, and I still remember it like it was yesterday because he was cool to me, and it goes a long way. So it's something I've always kept in mind. Not that I'm Mongo, but when people meet us, if you have any sort of regional fame like Rick and I do, patience, appreciation, gratitude. Mongo showed it to all of us, so we appreciated that. And also, Keith Van Horn was great too. And Mongo was always super nice, booking him on the shows and stuff at the Score. Like super easy, super funny. Would always talk to you off the air.
Nice.
Because he just couldn't wait to get his thoughts out, you know?
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Mongo. All right. To the Fets. Shall we? Right? Time? Talk to him? That thing?
Sentence structure? Yes.
Nailed it.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fat is brought to you by our buddy, Charlie the Bacon Guy. And folks, it's with a heavy heart I report. This will be the last bacon report for now. So here's Charlie with the final bacon report.
Thanks, Jay. This week's available bacon flavors are applewood smoked, maple pepper, French toast, jardinera, and getting sliced this week, honey chipotle. Bacon jams are the original, bourbon and the spicy. A big special thank you this week to all of you Fats for being so supportive of the bacon adventure that I've been on over the last couple of years. I've had a couple of bumps in the roads after a good start. The plan is to be back soon, or as soon as possible, in a professional manner. I'll still be making bacon. So if you want any, check the website. If you want to get a hold of me, email me, call me, text me, whatever you want. I'll still make it. I just won't have as much stock on hand as I usually do. If you've got my phone number, please call me, text me, email me, or any of these social medias is a fine way to get a hold of me. And a biggest thank you to Jay and Rick for giving me the opportunity to be a part of the podcast all these years. And you guys are really the first ones to give the Bacon Guy a chance. So big thank you and claps and snaps to you guys. For the last bacon report, for now, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
All right. Yep. You can still get bacon from Charlie, charliethebaconguy@gmail.com is his email. I'm not going to give out his phone number on the show until he tells me to, but just shoot him an email, charliethebaconguy@gmail.com. The site is still active too, charliethebaconguy.com. I think he's trying to dial this thing up a little bit. Like he's trying to take a step back to take a bigger step forward. So a pause at least for now. But look, if this is the end of Charlie the Bacon Guy on our show, the pleasure was all ours, man. Like a huge supporter, always participating in the show, taking the time every week to leave us a bacon report. And I mean, he said it, like our audience scooped up Charlie's bacon like nobody else, and got him to the point where it could become, at least for a little while, like a career or a potential career. So the bacon remains great. The bacon remains available. Just a little more of an old school fashion to do it. So get in touch with Charlie with whatever you need. charliethebaconguy@gmail.com. But yeah, that'll be the last we hear from him in a sponsorship way. I'm sure he'll be on the show all the time. And yeah, of course. So we love you, Charlie. Thanks for thinking of us. You thought of us before we knew about you, and it turned out to be a really good fit. So very proud to have you as part of what we do here at the I'm Fat Podcast. And say the word and you're back. No doubt about it. All right. So I have a little story for you. We got a voicemail from our pal, Southside Butt Rush Carolyn, but she screwed something up. So I only got half the message. Oh, so wow. I didn't know this. I could actually text from the Fat phone.
Oh, okay.
So I said, hey, it's Jay from the I'm Fat Podcast. I think this is Carolyn, but your message cut off. If you'd like to leave it again, feel free, but we're live in 10 minutes. We could just do it next week. She said, oh yeah, this is Southside Butt Rash Carolyn. I actually left 2 messages. Both I think about the delicious but expensive Dunkin' croissant. It's a bacon chicken croissant. Surprisingly yummy, but nearly $6 for one.
Whoa.
And then, the one that didn't cut off was, she said, does anyone else say time to make the donuts whenever they go try to do anything? Referencing the old Dunkin' ads that you may be too young to remember, Rick.
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell for me.
You remember like the old man in the commercials, like the baker?
Yeah. Like I remember the old man, but I don't remember anything else about it. Like I can picture the commercial of like him being like behind the counter in front of the donuts and all that type of stuff. But I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, time to make the donuts was the catchphrase back in the day. So I do not, but I have heard other people do it. So you're not alone, Caroline, and that or your butt rashes. I will say $6 is a lot. Or hey, there's Addie. There she is.
Hi.
Hey. Addie appearance. There you go. She's still full of pancakes.
Also,
yes. She said they're delicious.
I don't like how fast she is growing up. This is
Addie. Come back in.
Alarming.
Rick is upset at how old you're getting.
Yeah.
Come to the screen so people can see you.
Yeah. Growing up thing is unsettling.
He said the growing up thing is unsettling. Oh, the dog's down here too. Wonderful. Maybe he'll leave me a present. Come here, Bailey. Come here.
These are the times you need to be on the YouTubes.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh.
Say hi, Bailey. He's like, dude, put me down immediately.
Yeah, right.
Get out of here. Come on. All right. See you later.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, bye.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Duncan. They do have the $6 breakfast deal, which is a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, a bag of hash browns, and a medium coffee for $6. That is a great deal.
Yes.
And I will say that is a very good sandwich. But now I want to try that chicken thing she talked about.
Yeah.
So there's our unofficial voicemail.
Okay.
So now let's get to the email we have.
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the fats.
Russ said, of course, Bailey doesn't bark now.
Yeah.
No, he's got nothing to say now.
Right.
The UPS guy was here. You could probably, if you listen early in the show, close enough, you might be able to hear him barking. He was freaking out at something up there because no one was up there with him to throw a can at him. All right, we got one email. This from Bobby. He says, hey, guys, love the pod. I was recently asked if I had to eat a deviled egg to save my life. Would I? Honestly, I don't think I could. It got me thinking, Rick, if you were forced to eat peanut butter, in what way or manner would you eat it?
Ugh.
If they're like, you have to eat this peanut butter or we're taking Lulu away, how would you choose to consume the peanut butter? I mean, there's really one.
Who hasn't been the best lately. No. That's a good question.
If this ever comes up, I've got it for you.
Okay. I
have a Reese's Piece.
Okay. I was actually going to say like a peanut butter M&M or something like that, maybe.
Yes. So a peanut butter M&M is a little thicker than a Reese's Piece. A Reese's Piece is very little peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's rough. Like even just like, although I didn't say complain or say anything when we were on the walk with Lulu with the peanut butter covered spoon, I didn't say anything about, oh, the smell of peanut butter is terrible. Now, mind you, I was not the one holding said spoon, so maybe that helped. But
so is it the smell that gets you more than anything?
I've thought that and tried to go like just quick pure taste test before the smell even sets in. Yeah. Still no. Still hard no.
Okay. And Lindsay says there's a peanut butter and Chicago egg rolls. Peanut butter is the filling. Cabbage, barbecue pork, shrimp, and peanut butter.
Might be worth a try, but
I don't know how that. I've never had one of those. That does not sound like a flavor profile that works for me.
Yeah, I think of what I know of at the moment, the Reese's Piece is probably the move.
Yeah, I mean it's tiny, and it's a very like. I will say, I think that Reese's peanut butter is the least like how do I put this? I don't want to describe the taste of peanut butter, but it's like the least strong taste of peanut butter.
Okay.
Of the big brands,
Sure.
Reese's is pretty mild.
Okay.
But
Then
it's
that would,
weird to say that
would
'cause I
probably
think-
be the move.
I just find peanut butter so good that it's hard for me to be like offensive. Yeah, Rob says peanut Tillman.
Yeah, that's the best peanut out there.
You have to take a bite of him. There, technically, I did it.
Yeah, that's nah.
By the
Even
way, I'm with Rob. I'm with Bobby on deviled eggs. I'm out. I don't
Yeah.
like. The only way I eat a hard-boiled egg is in ramen because it is absorbed enough of the flavor.
Mhm.
I'm big on smells. Smells
Yeah.
are big for me. I can't.
Mhm.
That's a game breaker for me. Like the smell of a bad hard-boiled egg.
Yeah. I've even tried, I think I mentioned this. I tried because like in Curacao, they're known for their peanut sauce.
Yeah.
I tried I think a couple different things that had peanut sauce in them. No. It was still too prominent for me.
Okay. But have you ever eaten a peanut?
Yeah, I don't like peanuts. I have. It's been a long time now because I know I don't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Like a shelled, like a circus peanut, like a shelled double peanut that you take out and eat.
Let's
It's
put it
such a
this way. I
mild
would rather
taste.
eat circus peanuts, the candy, than
Oh
peanuts.
my god!
I know.
Ew.
Yes. Oh, believe me, I know. Like that, it's messed up, but it's the truth.
All right. Hey man, you know what? There's a lot of things I don't like. There's a lot of things I don't like that I wish I did, and vice versa. So
yeah, I don't really care to ever like the things that I wish I liked more would be like coffee. But peanut butter, no, I'm good being right about peanut butter.
coffee, you have to I'll let that slide. Coffee, you have to work your way towards.
It's like beer.
It didn't take me as long with coffee.
Okay.
I think it took me like a week to be like, all right, I like it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just find out what your thing is. And then the more you drink it, the more like coffee-ish stuff is less offensive.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've tried it with a bunch of junk in it. Maybe I just need to try more iced coffees because like just a hot coffee is also just not that appealing to me.
Get a coffee, an iced coffee from Dunkin' with cream or oat milk, whatever you prefer, and a couple shots of vanilla or caramel or hazelnut, and I'm sure you'll like that. You'll be able to enjoy coffee that way.
Okay, I'll try.
Don't try it black.
No, I know.
Yeah, and it's really not. It is truly not that different, but I like it creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
my dad would drink black coffee and like it smells great. I love the smell of coffee, but don't like the taste at this moment.
Yeah. All right, you'll get there.
All right. Follow us on all of our social media at I'm Fat Pod, imfatpod@gmail.com. Check out Spotify if that's your podcast player of choice. You can watch the video there as well. I'mFatMerch.com. Check out all of our merch, including the new Onion Ring of Honor picture. YouTube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Subscribe, like each video, let it run in the background if you're watching us live, or if you prefer to just do the audio version so you don't have to look at our faces. I get it.
Understandable.
But, please run it. Yeah. It makes a ton of sense. Believe me, if I didn't have to look at my face, I'd probably choose not to. And then subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe to the regular podcast feed and leave the old 5-star rating and review. And check out our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy. Awesome person. Mazda Orland Park, Fredo's Culinary Kitchen, and Nick and Ivy Brewing. So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
We need them fat again.